TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, March 31st, the last day of March. Hey, tomorrow's April Fool's Day. It's March 31st, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by our entertainment correspondent, Adam Jewell. Now, let's take a look at some happenings. Seward County Community College faculty and staff expresses regret at the death of longtime instructor Greg Gardner this week. Gardner, who taught biology and chemistry classes, had been a part of SCCC Math and Science Division since 1998. We are deeply saddened by the loss of a caring instructor, colleague, and friend, said Dr. Todd Carter, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Now, there will be a memorial service at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon in the SCCC Theater on the main campus. Well, the Finney County Sheriff's Office is investigating numerous telephone scams again. Now, the caller claims to be an employee of the Finney County Sheriff's Office and advises that a warrant has been issued for your arrest. The caller instructs you to obtain prepaid credit cards for a designated amount and then provide the numbers on those cards to the caller to avoid arrest. The caller further advises you to stay on the phone with them while you travel to obtain the cards. Otherwise, you will be subject to immediate arrest. Now, law enforcement does not operate in this fashion. These are scams to obtain money from you unlawfully. So if anybody from the sheriff's, the police department, anybody like that calls you the IRS, go, no thank you, and just hang up. All right, Seward County Community College, they kicked off their 7th annual phone-a-thon on Tuesday with students manning the phone bank to solicit donations for scholarships. Now, the phone-a-thon will continue through April 12th. Liberal and area residents who receive phone calls from students working for the phone-a-thon should not be surprised. Now, the phone-a-thon is legitimate. This one is not a scam. So if they call you and you feel like giving them a donation, that's fine. The Garden City Community College Board of Trustees yesterday approved the purchase of 28 units of an apartment complex that could house up to 88 students, as well as an agreement that would give the college first rights to purchase an additional 28 units within the complex if or when they are put up for sale. Trustees voted unanimously to purchase 4 7-unit apartment complexes of Wagner Apartments on East Laurel Street for $1.6 million. Now, the buildings include 28 1- and 2-bedroom units that will be used to house 56 to 88 students, depending on how many students live in each apartment. And they should be ready as early as next fall. Now, to finance the purchase, the college will enter into a 10-year lease agreement with Commerce Bank at a yet-to-be-determined interest rate for an amount not to exceed $1.75 million. And district employees of USD 480 in Liberal recently went through training to learn about the ALICE program, which stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, Evacuate. Now, this program helps prepare individuals to handle the threat of an active shooter. USD 480 feels recent incidents throughout the country made the district think about bolstering the safety plans already in place. Now, the first day at training, they actually got shot at with airsoft guns and actually went through simulations of what happens during an active shooter situation. Now, the program can allow people to have information that helps make better decisions no matter what type of classroom they're in. The most important thing is to survive a violent intruder event and can give people options and give them the tools to keep themselves safe. Now, during the training attended by the district employees, they learned about different procedures during an active shooter situation, as well as other safety advice. And standardized testing at schools in Sitka and elsewhere in Alaska, not Kansas, has been pushed back after the first day of exams was cut short because of internet connectivity problems in Kansas. Now, Sitka, Alaska School District officials said the Alaska Measures of Progress test was halted Tuesday because fiber optic cable that provides broadband to the University of Kansas was accidentally cut. The university's Achievement and Assessment Institute provides standardized testing to school districts throughout Alaska. The computerized test takes students about 4 to 6 hours to complete and is spread out over a 2-week period. Now, the University of Kansas said in a news release that the cable had accidentally been severed near campus. Officials said that the cable should have been repaired by late yesterday. And that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Hey, we do have a chance of maybe a little precipitation. Be back with the weather after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here. At all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And looking off to the northeast on the TV23 tower cam, looking across the city of Sublette. See, we got a few high puffy clouds out there. Other than that, not too much. It's supposed to be mostly cloudy today, but right now it's mostly sunny. As we take a look at our readings here at the station, 53 degrees, relative humidity is 44%. Winds are out of the northwest at 12. Barometric pressure holding right in there at steady. As we look at the current temperatures around the viewing area, you can see pretty much everybody in the 50s except Lamar. You get a little further west, 46 degrees. We do have a cold front that's sliding in here tonight. Going to go right through the state of Kansas. Going to be pretty fast moving. Going to affect our temperatures for tomorrow. But looking at our current dew points, everybody pretty much in the 20s till you get over into the eastern part of the viewing area. They jump up into the 30s. Looking at our current wind speeds out there, not too bad, but we're going to be windy again today and tonight. Everybody is in the 20s and 30s, and everybody is pretty much out of a westerly, northwesterly direction. Looking at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, we did reach a high of 70 degrees yesterday, not even close to the 89 back in 1986. Our overnight low yesterday was 39.2 back in 1987. Yep, here's the depressing part, still zeros on the bucket. Looking at our forecast for today, we're only going to get to a high of 61s. Winds are going to remain out of the northwest at about 17, could be jumping up to 20. Yeah, there is, question mark, scattered sprinkles. Nothing that's going to be measurable probably, but yeah, scattered sprinkles. And then tonight we're going to get kind of cool off a little bit. Low overnight, 27. Chance of scattered sprinkles still hanging around. Winds are going to be out of the north at 24, dropping off into the teens. Then tomorrow, here's where we cool off, 57 degrees. Lots of sunshine, though. Wind still out of the north, picking up over the day, going to be up in the 20s. Tomorrow night, though, not quite as cold, 38 for the low, mostly clear. Winds are still going to be up there in the teens. Looking at our 7-day, though, see, we got clouds, that chance of sprinkles. But as we move into next week, a lot of spring-like temperatures as we get into the 70s. Let's take a look at our storm spotter training. Hey, tonight at 7 o'clock, they'll be at the Activity Center in Liberal. Then starting off next week, they'll be in Barber County at the Annex in Medicine Lodge, and then on Tuesday the 5th at the 4-H building in Johnson. And while they're out there on Wednesday the 6th, they'll be at the high school in Syracuse. Coming back to the east on Tuesday the 12th, the following week, they'll be in the high school in Coldwater, then the community center in Pratt, and the courthouse annex in St. John. That's a look at our weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. we'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Welcome back. We're now joined by our entertainment correspondent live via Skype from the windy city of Chicago, Mr. Adam Jewell. How are you today?
We'll see. Day's still young.
Oh, no. Hello. Nothing like that going on today?
No.
Oh,
well, it's raining out, so that could be affecting my emotions.
Oh, I see. Okay. So today, you're going to talk to us about Superman versus Batman. What else to see instead of that?
Yeah. And it's Batman versus Superman.
Oh, okay. Superman v. Batman, Batman v. Superman. Okay, sorry. To me, they're completely interchangeable. All right. So why don't you like, I mean, this movie, okay, for being, and you're not the only one who doesn't like it. There's been a gazillion critics out there that have said, no, no. But it made $198 million on its opening weekend.
Okay, it cost $250 million to make.
Okay, so it's paid back 75% already. So anyway.
Not true. That $250 million was only the production budget. That's how much it cost to shoot it.
Oh, so we're not talking about Ben Affleck and Henry, or what's his name, the guy who played Superman, their salaries, etc.
No, that's part of it. But you have to take in consideration they probably also spent another $200 million in print and advertising costs.
Oh, well, I'm guessing the print advertising worked.
Probably nearly $500 million.
Okay, but it still made almost $200 million on its opening weekend.
Yeah.
And I have not heard anything good about it yet. Except when you hear from the diehards, DC Comics superhero type people who, it doesn't matter what the venue or the vehicle, they're going to like it, right?
No. Everyone else has hated it too. It's not just the critics. Comic book fans have had issue with it as well. So it's not just the critics who have had the major issues with it. And also, yeah, it's made all this money, but also at the same time, if it's bad, they have just alienated their entire audience. And on top of that, meaning they want to do this whole rollout with the DC Universe and the Justice League the way Marvel does. They've alienated their entire fan base by putting out such a bad product. No one's going to see the future films released.
But there's $198 million worth of people who saw it last weekend. So anyway, all right. So what do we?
How about this?
Go ahead.
Look at the numbers next week.
All right.
See if they hold strong, because that's everyone wants to see it to be like, oh, I wonder if this will be good. Why do you think it was released in March and not May or June?
Because there's nothing else being released.
No.
Maybe. Oh, because it's a dumpster fire just waiting to happen.
Yes, and on top of that, Zack Snyder, the director, hates comic books. And
he hates comic books?
Yes, he hates comic books, and he does not appreciate nor like Superman. And therefore, this is what you're getting when you have a filmmaker who does not appreciate the context or what's the word I'm looking for? The original content.
All right. So I never thought this. I thought this was kind of far-fetched anyway, just from the standpoint that...
Oh, it's based on a comic.
But Batman is a regular guy, just like you or me, just has a lot of money, puts on a suit. Superman, alien, came from outer space, superpowers, bulletproof, faster than a speeding bullet.
But you also have to remember...
More powerful than a speeding locomotive, jump tall buildings in a steep... Okay, what?
Now, Batman, Bruce Wayne, is a billionaire, so he has the money to do whatever he wants. So in the comics, he is able to devise a suit that helps him defeat Superman.
Oh, spoiler alert.
No
Defeat
spoiler alert.
Superman? You just gave away the ending of the movie.
No, that's not the ending.
Oh, all right. All right.
And
so
this movie is just a hot disaster of a mess. And we'll see what the numbers are come next week. So when I'm on next week, we will talk about the numbers again.
All right. So what do we want to see instead of Batman versus Superman?
Okay. Well, one, go and see Zootopia. That's a fun one for the kids. It's by Disney, the same people who did Frozen and Big Hero 6. It's gotten much better reviews. It's rating at a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes versus the 29% that Batman v Superman is getting.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it's a Disney. It's animated, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah, it would have to be. Okay. What and anything else out there that we could go see besides Batman, Superman? Okay. What?
Yeah. Starting tomorrow, the Richard Linklater movie is Everybody Wants Some. Richard Linklater is the same director who did Boyhood, who did Dazed and Confused, and this time instead of being about high school in the 70s, it's about being in college in the 80s. So it's going to have that same fun storytelling that Dazed and Confused had. And that's already getting much better reviews as well. That's already getting a 90%.
Okay, so, and what's the name of that one again?
Everybody Wants Some.
Okay, and this is based on like early 80s college life, correct?
Yeah.
All
Some
right.
say that it's kind of based on Richard Linklater's college years. But it follows a group of people on the college baseball team and just kind of the partying that they do.
I saw one trailer for that where they were having freshman batting practice and they had the freshmen duct taped to the outfield wall and they were hitting at them. That was kind of funny. I liked that. Being a former baseball player, I liked that. That was fun.
Exactly.
All
See,
right.
you would enjoy it.
All right, so let me ask you though, okay, what about, and I know it's not coming out until this summer, but Disney also has coming out, because you brought up Disney with Zootopia, but there's a new Jungle Book coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that, how that will be?
I don't know yet. I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like it could be good, but just have to wait and see. You can't get anything from a trailer nowadays because trailers usually just give everything away within the first 2 minutes. The way Batman vs. Superman did with all their trailers. You already knew what would happen.
Well, I've seen a couple of them. Cedrus is going to be, what's his last name? You got to help me.
Idris Elba.
Yes, he is going to play Shere Khan, and Bill Murray is playing Baloo the bear.
Yes.
And I've seen those two, and they look pretty good.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So if anybody goes to see Batman versus Superman, they can't put this on you because you have warned people as of today, correct?
Exactly. And even if you want to see a superhero movie, go see Deadpool again.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Adam, stay dry today, even though it's raining in Chicago, okay?
All right, we'll do.
Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. And stick around. I'll be back with more right after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
And let's talk about the Final Four, Oklahoma versus Villanova. Now, these two teams met earlier in the season, and the Sooners turned it into a laugher behind a barrage of three-pointers, making 14 behind the arc in the 78-55 win. Expect this one to be much closer and more entertaining. And Syracuse versus North Carolina, round 3 for the ACC rivals. The Tar Heels won both regular season meetings by wrecking Orange's zone with their strong post play. Failed to figure out how to stop North Carolina inside, and the Tar Heels could sweep into the title game. I'm thinking OU Carolina. Let's take a look at our weather before we get out of here. It's warmed up to 54 degrees. Relative humidity still there in 43%. Winds have picked up out of the north-northwest. They're up at 16 now. Barometric pressure is still holding steady. And there is still that slight chance this afternoon and into this evening of scattered sprinkles. That's right, I said sprinkles. We're looking at a lot of sunshine, though, after that, climbing back into the 70s next week. Well, make it a great Thursday, everybody.
Keep up to
See you
date
back.
with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Score big this month with huge savings on new phones from United Wireless. Save $60 or more on our most popular smartphones with pricing starting at $0 down. Take advantage of our simple, unlimited everything smartphone plans that include talk, text, and data starting at only $50 per month. We're going mad in March with deep discounts, so you don't want to miss this sale. Make it your goal to stop in at one of our stores or our 13 convenient agent locations and switch to United Wireless today. Some restrictions apply. See store for details.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your